We're going to explain how to copy files from Kubernetes pods to your local system. This process involves a few steps and requires some command line familiarity. 1. First, you need to identify the pod from which you want to copy the files. You can use the kubectl get pods command to list all pods in your namespace. Note down the pod's name, you'll need this later. 2. Next, you'll need to establish a connection to the pod's shell. The most common method is using kubectl exec. This command allows you to execute a command inside a running container. The basic syntax is kubectl exec pod name it bin bash. Replace pod name with the actual name of your pod. This will open a bash shell inside the container. 3. Once inside the container, you can navigate to the directory containing the files you wish to copy using the cd command. Remember, the file paths inside the container might be different from your local system's file paths. List the files using LSs to confirm you're in the correct location. 4. Now, we'll use kubectl cp to copy the files from the pod to your local system. The syntax is kubectl cp pod name, source path destination path. Pod name is again the pod's name. Source path is the path to the file or directory within the pod's container. Destination path is the path on your local system where you want to save the copied files. For example, to copy a file named myfile.txt from a pod named mypod, located at app data, inside the container to your current local directory, the command would be kubectl cpmypod app data myfile.txt. The dot represents your current local directory. If you need to copy a directory, use the same command, but replace myfile.txt with the directory path. Remember to replace placeholders with your actual values. 5. After executing the kubectl cpe command, check your local destination directory to confirm that the files have been successfully copied. If you encounter errors, double-check the pod name, source path, and destination path for typos. If you're using a different shell within the container, adjust the command accordingly. You might need to specify the full path to the bash or equivalent shell if bin bash doesn't work. Also, ensure that you have the necessary permissions to access the files within the pod and to write to the destination directory on your local system. Remember to always check the Kubernetes documentation for the most up-to-date information and best practices.